Empire graciously welcomes you to Voss Orbital. Ambassador Yoran deeply regrets that he was unable to greet you personally. I've been instructed to emphasize the delicate situation you're walking into before you head for the surface. The Ambassador is concerned that your business could jeopardize the Empire's interests on Voss.
My employer would argue otherwise.
It's just that your kind aren't known for stepping lightly, you understand? The Voss are stubbornly isolationist and abundantly aware of their own value to the Republic and the Empire. It is vital that the Empire fosters goodwill. You must remain on your best behavior.
All right, enough. I get it.
Good. There are a few laws you need to be aware of. The Voss abhor discord and don't tolerate violence within their territory. You'll mix peacefully with the enemy here. The Voss revere their mystics. Deal carefully with them, or preferably not at all. Also, outsiders are barred from Voskar proper.
Don't pick fights. Be polite. Stay out of Voska. Understood?
I will let Ambassador Yoran know to expect you. Head to his office once you've landed. Have a safe visit.
Empire's stepping lightly. Smells like trouble.
Imperials only smile when they're up to something.
Or when they're nervous.
You came promptly. Thank the stars. The less time you spend mixing with the locals, the better. I trust my aide was quite explicit in informing you of the need for discretion here.
I'm always a professional.
I have my doubts. Your reputation precedes you. That said, I look forward to being rid of General Redrish. That woman will be the death of me, if you aren't.
I was told I'd be dealing with a Kawati noble, not a Republic general.
They are one and the same. General Thelonia Redrish is a well-respected member of Kawati aristocracy, a philanthropist, and a revolutionary. The Empire has lost a number of newly conquered worlds due to her interference, and we may well lose this one unless she's removed. Unfortunately, we're going to have to take the roundabout course, push her into the open.
Any persons or interests she'd have a personal stake in protecting?
Imperial intelligence suspects that she's behind the guerrilla attacks on our forces here, but we can't prove it. I believe your best course of action would be to root out General Redrish's officers in the field and gather evidence of her involvement.
You have names? Whereabouts?
I'm afraid casualty reports are all we have to go on. You'll have to search around the ambush points for signs of the enemy. Take this holo recorder. If you make any discoveries, transmit the evidence to my frequency.
I'll check back in when I got something.
Lights out.
Perimeter. Those charges prime, Sergeant?
Yeah, Sergeant. Those charges primed yet?
Cars, that was fast. No time. Hit them with everything we've got.
Let's see who you've been talking to.
Hawk's Nest compromised. Full retreat. Operation Cleveland underway. Final transmission. Carrier 1 out. Carrier 1 to Peregrine. The garrison at Fort Cadenza appears to be sending out patrols of Imperial troops. Flights recalled and circling. What's the situation, General? Please advise.
Peregrine. Has to be General Redrish.
Area 1, expect more. Yoren's convinced the Voss to allow Imperial troops to bolster Vosk's defenses against the Gormak. Monitor their patrols. If they stray too far, show the Voss how ill-prepared Imperials are for Gormak attacks. Peregrine out.
Got her.
I've got something for you. Transmitting now.
Now, what have we here? Oh, this is better than I could have hoped. I might even convince the Voss to hand her over for trial with this.
Pull that off and I might kiss you.
Let's try to not get carried away. I'll handle things from here. Return to my office and lay low until I return. Hunter, have you returned? Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. Whatever you're doing, stop. I need you here immediately.
And I need you to take a deep breath. So let's start there.
I have every reason to be in hysterics. General Redrish has something up her sleeve, and whatever it is involves you. The Voss have agreed to hear the accusations I've made against General Redrish, but they've also agreed to her request to face her accuser. She named you specifically to be called to account and submit to questioning.
Definitely sounds like she's up to something.
She'll likely make a spectacle of you, but we don't have much choice. This is the Assembly Hall's location. Hurry, I don't want the Voss to think we're stalling.
I apologize that the Empire has decided to waste your time today.
You won't smooth things over with a smile this time. The evidence of your guilt is as plain as day.
Your holo recordings? I was really expecting you to have fabricated something a little more tangible, Ambassador. And your only witness is a known terrorist.
Never been convicted, but I'm not the one on trial here.
No, you're not. But your character is. You're a Mandalorian. Your people have made unprovoked acts of war against the Republic and conducted genocides against entire species. Do you deny it?
Only if you deny your Jedi nearly wiped the Mandalorians out before they turned on you.
I'm not here to debate history with you. Tell us, how do you acquire this evidence of yours?
Your subordinates provided everything I needed.
That's preposterous. I won't stand here and listen to the Empire slander me. The Empire expects you to take the word of a hired killer instead of a respected official who's proven her commitment to the Voss people time and again. You will remember it is I who agreed to make the pilgrimage to the Shrine of Healing to show my solidarity with the Voss.
An idle promise. My associate can just as easily agree to make this pilgrimage.
Then take the trials, outsiders. That will reveal true character. We have concluded.
You have shown us much. Safe journeys.
Cagey, diplomatic, almost charming. Not what I expected from a mass murderer. Did you really do all those terrible things?
Next time we meet, I'll be sure to remove any doubt.
You and the Sith were made for each other. I've spent months preparing for the trials. They're going to kill you. Ambassador?
I may have to retain you for the diplomatic service. Expect a healthy bonus. I'll be taking it out of my incompetent subordinate's pay. As to this trials business, I had to show the Voss we're willing to do anything the Republic will do. You understand?
Ever heard the phrase, pick your battles?
Wait, calm down. This might be the opportunity we've been looking for. These trials are obviously deadly. If General Redrish were not to return from her pilgrimage, it would hardly be unexpected.
I'll make sure she has an out-of-body experience.
Just make sure it happens away from prying eyes. Fadith Kai is an influential figure at the Pilgrim camp and is not hostile to us. See if he has any insight on getting you into this Shrine of Healing.
You aren't alone.
Pilgrims are so few now, and outsiders.
People only grow by facing challenges.
The wise don't seek adversity. It will come. Change has come to Voss. Voss must come to change. The outsider woman you seek will be the agent of that change.
Do you know where I can find her or not?
She told me you would follow, and your intentions. Stay in peace and leave in time. No harm will come unless you resist.
You break your neutrality, you regret it.
We are prepared for force. Restrain him. My gift is not foresight, but I see your fate is not for us to decide.
I'm a force of nature. The only smart thing to do is to stay out of my way.
We cannot stop what must come to pass. The human woman has gone. She has left for Gomakos. Our hope goes with her.
Why stick your neck out for a stranger?
There are no words between a Voss and Gormak, only violence. The outsider woman carries an offer of peace. Commanders stand vigil over Gomakos. Their commander may witness the outsiders passing.
If word of this scuffle gets out, I'll be paying you another visit.
The fault was ours. Go in peace.
Outsider, rest, take shelter, return home. Only Gormak territory lays beyond.
Thanks, but trespassing comes with a job.
One outsider has already been taken by the Gormak today.
This outsider happened to be a human female?
Yes, it was.
The Gormak attacked. She surrendered.
She wasn't looking for a fight.
Normally, the enemy knows only murder. The woman was taken towards the Gormak beast pens. Her fate is sealed.
Can't wait to see the look on her face when I pull her rear out of the fire.
I will point out the place. Be cautious.
Thought I heard commotion.
Hand over the outsider you captured, and nobody else has to get hurt.
Quanta'è l'acqua? Uat più kutuba. Vlakan van Dau, katrat vi pam laogron. Grodati boy kon ni galampu.
You aren't the only ones who want to see her punished.
I kon ni pam atam sabori. No vada grosai. Wale kon patron de tupa.
Tell me where to find these doubters. I'll make sure she gets what's coming to her.
Wabaska, pam ki ungham trom wan lao, the chow doksha. I will say, Habram, the no ike one egg unto.
I'll show you the ropes if it gets me out without trouble.
Waming wam, pam ji wan wamak ti lan va. Songne fan gramakvan, kachoden.
The less you have to think before you act, the better.
Oyisigo, Rovak, Ramba, Gabafute.
Nice drills. You're a natural.
No vada grosai. Wale kon patron de tupa. Dan foi futagan ahnan chok tonte. Vebego nesafun. Igo wai atwaja. Kongi wai he triole.
I'm willing to take that risk.
Kongiku wai ban nui chotai fai lai angkor sun nei am sayo. Wabaska, bam ki ungham from one lao, the chow doksha.
I expected we'd cross paths again, but not here.
You've got nothing left to hide behind, General.
So close to getting these people on speaking terms, and you're about to throw it all away. For what, money? Tell me you're not that petty.
You can't negotiate your way out of this one.
My friends here long for peace, and they're willing to fight for it. Show him what you're made of. Wait! Cease fire! This is a losing battle.
finally dawned on you that resisting is pointless?
I had to try. Now I have to deal. This is a pivotal moment in this planet's history. I won't let our squabbles get in the way. If you'll allow these Gormak to return home, I'll lay down my weapon.
I've already got you dead to rights.
It's a small concession. They've done enough dying for others' sake. Jedi and Sith waged war here centuries ago, both manipulating these people into fighting their battles for them. It's all painted here on these walls. Now, we've come full circle. These people deserve better than to be exploited by galactic politics. Give them a fighting chance.
Sparing a couple of Gormak won't change anything.
Should that make a difference? Besides, you're wrong. These Gormak can challenge their leaders with the truths discovered here. If the Gormak and the Voss can reconcile their differences, they could join the galaxy on their own terms, instead of being used as fodder in this war.
Your call. She's going nowhere. Promise.
The Gormak can leave as long as they don't try anything.
Second chance. Don't waste it.
Thank you. Others need to know what we found here. Do what you came to do.
Hold that pose.
Had conviction. Have to respect that.
We're done here. I've captured General Redrish.
You're back. Oh, I hadn't heard one word since you left for the trials. I thought she'd got the best of you. I suppose no news is good news in this case. If you'd raised any suspicion capturing her, I'd have heard about it. Whatever General Redrish's plans were, it seems we've avoided the fallout.
Chasing her was like running through a minefield.
Debating her wasn't much different, but arguably less deadly. This is the most relieved I've felt in months. I might even actually sleep tonight. Take this with my gratitude. It'll complement the sum of credits Darth Tormund sent quite nicely.
Happy to be of service.
I'll send word of your success to Darth Tormund promptly. Farewell.
Remember the guy Coral said was after her? Isaac, the one we were supposed to stop on Drum and Koss?
Target didn't show up. Hard to forget that.
Everything else is sort of dead-ended. I thought maybe I'd try to see what I could find on him. He's SIS, no surprise there, so there's not much to find. Except for this. He's assigned to Project 32. The same project all my relatives seem to be associated with.
You should head to one of Nar Shaddah's casinos and play that number. Probably make some credits.
Right now, I feel like maybe gambling isn't a great idea. Searching for his name tripped all kinds of security, so don't be surprised if a lot of uniforms are looking for us. I think I might take up a new hobby for a while. A safer one, like, neck-suit grooming.
Something on your mind?
Family. Not much of Clan Kadera left. Aren't close either. Got spread out after the schism.
What schism?
Crusader Schism. What they call the war between the clans. Ordo, Kelborn, Atera. They all recovered. I think it was a shame they kept us apart. Feud's settled now. Maybe it's time. Seem fatigued. Been thinking about something Corridan said. Thought he'd be seeing some real action again soon. You think he meant it? Or was that just talk?
He might have inside info we don't. Maybe he knows where things will heat up.
True. He's always been good at getting intel he shouldn't have. Almost hope he's wrong. This armor might not be up to a decent fight.
What exactly is the matter with it?
Maybe nothing. Might hold up. Hard to say. Mandalore gave you a piece of Beskar gum, didn't he? Should be made of Beskar. Only our people can work it.
Never heard of it. Why is it important?
It's stronger than Durasteel. Can take lightsaber hits if it has to. Can't find better. This can wait. We ought to get to work.
I caught up with that old associate from the blockade run. Old Quan and I had a nice little chat. He was surprised to see me, to say the least.
Can you trust him to keep quiet about your new identity?
Oh, I'd say he'll remain mum on the subject indefinitely. Don't give me that look. I bought his last round. Before I had to end Quan's retirement prematurely, I convinced him to fill me in on some gaps in our history since the blockade run. When the Hutts came looking for their return investment, Hilo Viz smuggled herself off to Republic space with the help of another free trader.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
More than you think. I know the guy. Technically, so do you. Remember Zale Barrows? She cut a deal with that twerp to hide her on Del Savis. If she's still stuck there, this is my chance to swoop in to the rescue. I've got to go after her.
You're deluding yourself. All that time running make you forget how to face consequences?
I'm suggesting risking my neck on the off chance I can save someone who hates my guts. Of course I'm deluded. If I don't make it, well, thanks. I don't think Tiresias would have ever gotten this opportunity.
When did you get back?
Oh, a little while ago. I wasn't exactly in a talkative mood. My little pipe dream involving Hilo went about as you'd have expected.
I'm here, if you want to get it off your chest.
I'm not exactly used to spilling my guts, but okay. After all these years, I finally caught up with her, and she hadn't changed a bit. I found her on Del Savis in some sort of stasis chamber. It was like I just left.
She wasn't in a forgiving mood.
If she'd had a blaster, she'd have shot me the moment she came to. Lucky for me, she recognized that prison wasn't the place to hash things out. She took off the first chance she got. Hardly the reunion I was looking for, but I got her out of that pit. That counts for something, right?
Well, now you can get over it and move on.
Yeah, maybe. If you'll excuse me, I need to create a hangover to nurse.
I've been thinking running with you ain't so bad. More downtime than I'd like, but at least it ain't like being in the can. Too much time between killings on the inside.
Working with me is slightly better than prison. Gee, thanks.
Spend half my time cooped up in that can of yours. Ain't much different. Besides, prison ain't so bad. Best place to meet the real scum of the universe. Get connected. Lockup took me from the streets to the major leagues.
Black Sun wasn't good enough for you?
I'm talking about when I was just getting started. First time I got nabbed. Shared a cell with a Hutt cartel gangster once. Helped him bust out. Got introduced to the family. Had a couple good years being an enforcer before the slimy two-faced slugs tried to bump me off.